Visualization and simulation are two powerful mental performance skills which can help take your physical game to a whole new level. This is Neil Wadier with the AMPT Mental Performance Weekly Podcast, helping you experience your future. Visualization, also known as mental imagery or guided imagery, is a mental performance technique that involves creating mental images or scenarios in your mind to practice and prepare for a particular activity or situation. This can include visualizing successful outcomes, rehearsing specific movements or techniques, or mentally rehearsing strategies and tactics. By visualizing success and practicing in your mind, you can improve your confidence and focus and increase your chances of success when you are actually performing in competition. Simulation is a term I tend to use a little bit more. Involves creating a realistic or close to realistic environment in which to practice or rehearse. When you're using the term visualization, a lot of people just imagine or see the results. I like the term visualization because it's the idea of completely immersing yourself, all five senses, into the future event. Now, this can involve using technologies such as virtual reality or simulations on a computer, or you can create a physical mock-up of the competition environment. I prefer to keep it simple by using a meditation-like experience where you are immersing yourself in an experience. Now, you can use this from past events by replaying correct movements and gaining confidence in your abilities. You can also use this to imagine a future event by creating an environment and anticipating what you're going to see, feel, hear, taste, and smell, which allows you to imagine in your mind this actually happening in the future. It allows you to practice in a more realistic setting, which can help you better prepare for the challenges you face in competition. Both visualization and simulation can be effective tools for improving mental performance in sports. It may be helpful to use a combination of both techniques in order to fully prepare for the competition. Now, the power of visualization and simulation comes from the brain's inability to distinguish between what is real and what you tell it is real. So let's break that statement down a little bit, right? This idea is that you can imagine things happening. In fact, you do this all the time. Imagine sitting on a couch and you're watching a exciting movie, right? There's a lot of action, fight scenes and chase scenes, and there's a lot of action going on the screen, and you find yourself sitting on the couch like making little muscle movements as if you're in the scene doing the things, right? Or anticipating the action. You can also experience this in scary movies or even going to haunted houses where it's not real, or it's not real. Somebody's not chasing you with a chainsaw, but something about somebody behind a mask with a little toy that mimics a chainsaw, the sounds and the smells, maybe even the smoke, and it tricks your brain into thinking this is actually happening. Now, this can be both beneficial and hurtful, especially when it comes to, performance anxiety. By focusing on a future event and all the intimidating, scary things that may happen, you psych yourself out. But you can also use this to your advantage. You can practice imagining future events so they become so vivid, your brain will react as if they were actually happening, allowing you to immerse yourself in the future event to mentally prepare for it. This is referred to as mental rehearsal. And there's several benefits to visualization and simulation. Improve concentration and focus. It helps you stay focused on your goals, remain present in the moment rather than getting distracted or overwhelmed by external factors. It improves your confidence by visualizing successful outcomes and simulating techniques in your mind. You can build confidence in your abilities, increase your belief in your own potential for success, and reduce performance anxiety. Developing strategies and techniques for success. such as imagining the steps involved in a task or a performance. It could also be improved performance, overall improved performance, because the techniques allow you to practice and rehearse in a controlled environment, which can help you identify and address areas for improvement, can lead to improved performance in competition. There's also potential for enhanced mental toughness. You prepare for and overcome challenges and develop mental toughness and resilience. These can help you persevere through adversity and maintain a positive mindset. Finally, greater enjoyment of sports. By simulating your focus on goals and improving performance, you may find you enjoy the sport more and experience greater satisfaction for achievement. Now, I tried this technique out with a former athlete of mine, former client of mine, who was involved in sprint events. And they learned how to simulate their pre-race routine, their response to the starting gun, and progress all the way through the finish line tape so effectively. His goal was, before he arrived at the starting block, that he had already run his race 100 times. And his confidence soared and his performance improved dramatically. So practice your visualization and simulation until it feels real, using all of your senses to see, hear, smell, taste, and feel what is about to happen. And then all there is left to do is what your mind thinks you've already done. Thank you for listening to AMPT Mental Performance Weekly Podcast, your source for optimal mental performance coaching. I have 2 tasks for you this week. First, choose one action from today's conversation to implement in your life. Second, share this podcast and community with someone who values their mental performance. I appreciate your direct message feedback and would appreciate your online review of the podcast. Your honest rating and review help me improve the show and helps others find our community. Visit Arizona Mental Performance Training on all the popular social media outlets and at ArizonaMPT.com. Optimal performance requires deliberate mental skills training. You don't get better by accident, you get better by intention. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of training. Are you ready to become deliberate with your mental skills, to live with intention, to train with a purpose? Stop playing games and train to become a champion. Check out the AMPT weekly newsletter. Registration link is in the show notes or at ArizonaMPT.com. There are several options available for you to work with Arizona Mental Performance Training. First, powerful one-on-one mental performance coaching customized to address your specific performance challenges. Second, the AMPT Mental Bootcamp, small group coaching for athletes consisting of 10 online meetings in a fully interactive, educational, and supportive environment. The next group begins in February. Early booking bonuses available if you join by January 10th. Third, the AMPT Foundational Course, self-paced online mental performance training through the AMPT Learning Academy. For more information on all 3 of these options, check out ArizonaMPT.com or email hello@ArizonaMPT.com. Sign up today and propel your performance from good to great.